And joining us now in the studio here on Notre Dame Day is a man who Bloomberg Businessweek calls one of America's favorite business professors. Professor Ed Hums joins us now from, of course, the Mendoza College of Business. Thanks for staying up late tonight.
Jack, thanks a lot, buddy. Glad to be here.
Now, what topics do you teach?
I teach accounting. I teach financial accounting. I teach managerial accounting, primarily to our sophomores. So the students first coming into the College of Business, that's where I get to see them, and it's a great opportunity to deal with a lot of students that are thinking about a business career, and whether you're majoring in accounting or finance or marketing, we get to see them all.
Now, I don't want people to think that we're jewelry guys, but we were comparing jewelry earlier.
We were.
And you have a football championship ring.
This is a 1973 championship ring from Notre Dame. I was Era Persegion's lead student trainer that year. And it was a great experience.
I have to ask you, because I think he's one of the great people I've ever met.
Absolutely.
What did you learn from that experience from Era?
What I learned from Era is intensity. Is to do everything into it excellent and to do everything first class, to be well prepared. He was one of the most intense people I ever met in my life, but you know something, he was very organized, and his players loved him. His players absolutely loved him.
Take me through your path from that and graduating, getting your Notre Dame degree, and returning here as a professor.
Well, I had a chance, when I was graduating, I had a chance to take a job in a position in the athletic department. So I started in the ticket office at Notre Dame. I actually got the job before I graduated in March of '75. Spent a little time in a ticket office, went over to the main building, worked in accounting, worked in finance, worked in budgeting, worked in taxes, worked in business operations for a while. And then in 1989, they asked me to go over and teach a class over in the College of Business, kind of to help them out. And I took that opportunity. I was kind of scared because I wasn't much of a student, you know. And I took the opportunity and started teaching part-time up until about 2000, when I had the opportunity to go over there on a full-time basis. And so my teaching career full-time started in 2000. I've been there ever since.
You've done a lot of unique things, and I don't know, I guess we'll ask you how you convinced your wife to do this after we explain what it was, but you and your wife, Shirley, were Notre Dame's first ever faculty in residence.
We are, yes.
And you're still faculty.
We still are.
Where do you live?
We live in Lions Hall, which is amazing. When I went to Notre Dame, Jack, I came in 1971. I came with Digger. In 1971, Notre Dame was all men. And now, every morning, I wake up with 190 nieces. Well, what happened is Student Affairs, and it was primarily Aaron Hoffman Harding, was looking for somebody to pilot this program. They approached us. We said yes. Took a little convincing for Shirley, but she agreed to it. And we moved into Lions Hall this summer, and we've been in Lions Hall this year. And we're there to serve as a good role model for the students, and just to show them what a faculty member's like, the accessibility, and just to develop a closer relationship with students and faculty. One of the things that you have sometimes as an institution gets bigger is the student and faculty tend to do this. They tend to move apart a little bit. And I think these are efforts that Student Affairs and the Provost Office are making to close that gap. And it's worked out very well. We've had a great experience, and the women in Lions are just wonderful.
Now, we didn't have a chance to chat about this, but do you have some kids?
It's just Shirley and myself.
So now you have tons of daughters.
190, yes.
Does your wife feel kind of like the house mom to a degree?
She gets to hear a lot of things. Yeah, it's interesting. if folks are familiar with Lions Hall, they have the Lions Arch, which is kind of the traditional spot on campus. Mm-hmm. Our bedroom is right next to the arch at Lions Hall, so she tends to hear a lot of conversations when they drop people off and stop visiting and things like that. Yeah, but the women were wonderful.
Now, how long will you do this?
Hopefully for a couple of years. You're faculty in residence. 1 year you're a visitor, and after that you become more of a resident and being exposed to the entire life cycle of a year here at Notre Dame. And I think next year it'll be a little bit more comfortable for us.
So you're now you may have a unique experience that both you and your wife. I'm not sure there are too many that have done as many things as you have done. You've certainly may be the first adult male ever to live in a female residence hall.
Adult male, that's not a priest.
That's not a priest.
That's not a member.
Yes.
That's correct. Yeah, so I break parietals every night.
That is a great line. And again, it's civilian, I guess we could say, because obviously the priests are in residence here all the time.
Absolutely,
I mean, I think that's just fascinating. I really do, and I did not know this beforehand. What's your favorite part of teaching at Notre Dame?
My favorite part of teaching is being around my students. The students that you have at Notre Dame are just exceptional. I mean, I've always told people the smartest folks on this campus are your undergraduate students. They're very smart. They might not have the most experience, but they're wonderful people. They're intelligent. They've got great plans. They come from a great background, most of them, and it's just unbelievable. It's exciting to be here. I've seen other faculty members who've come to Notre Dame, and the reason they come to Notre Dame is not necessarily for the money, but for the environment, for the uplifting experience that they have with their students. It's really an exciting time to be here.
Well, thanks for staying up late.
Well, I'll tell you,
you don't have a long way to go.
We don't have a long way to go home, and it's not necessarily that late, because sometimes, you know, the girls stay up a little late. So can you give a shout out to Lions Hall?
Absolutely.
There's a little Lions love to everybody, and appreciate it.
So nice
Jack,
to meet you.
thanks a lot.
Thank you very, very much.